time there, and it's been so very hot, and it just continues. The heat wave continues. It has been very stormy up in Iowa. I want to start off showing you some video. This is from Iowa Falls, Iowa. This is west of Waterloo. This was this afternoon. Thunderstorms flared up. Those storms severe, isolated supercells, and look at the tornado. Look at the corn there. My goodness, isn't that a wild shot? The white funnel coming all the way down. Some sporadic damage, but not hearing of any injuries. It was very rural where this area was, but man, that tornado was on the ground for several minutes off and on. Let me show you where the storms are right now, because we are tracking storms in Kansas that are making a beeline down to the south, though it's a broken line, and big time destructive storms ongoing up towards the northeast through Davenport. This is going to make its way over towards Indiana or Illinois, and then through there to Indiana, also making its way through Wisconsin off towards the Great Lakes. In Kansas, been tracking showers and storms through the afternoon hours. Those have been pulse severe at times and eventually going to come down where the air is much more stable into Oklahoma, pump the brakes and fizzle on out. There's actually an outflow boundary coming through Dodge City right now from those storms. It's a north breeze. Lucky Star Skycam Network, live from American Fidelity. It is 85 degrees currently, and we have got a little bit of haze in the air. You can see that on our cameras. One thing to note this time of year, this is not something that just is very rare. It does happen almost every year. The jet stream winds come in from the west, coming all the way in from the east to the west from Africa, tapping into the Saharan desert, the dust just over the desert, and actually takes the dust about 5,700 miles up into the plains of Oklahoma. And this time of year, it can impact folks that are sensitive to breathing issues, upper respiratory issues. It can make for gorgeous sunrises and sunsets because of all the particles in the air. It is plentiful across Oklahoma right now. And if we do get some rain, it can make it kind of look like mud or raindrops that look very dirty on all surfaces. We call it muddy rain. It also helps bring really vital nutrients to the soil as it brings that dust back down into the earth. Now, we don't have a lot of rain in the forecast, so it's just going to be stagnant over the next several days into your weekend. Temps currently have fallen down into the 80s, some low 90s. South winds are 10 to 15. The heat index still a factor here, 10, 18 on your Friday night, and it still feels like the low 90s in several locations. But there is a change. This blazing hot pattern with this ridge of high pressure, it continues to strengthen over the next couple of days. We do have to get through a while with this heat dome and with this heat wave, but eventually it starts to break down. That high starts to loosen its grip. It gets shoved back to the west some. We get more of a northwesterly flow of the jet stream, getting a cold front in here, and that cold front, it looks good, especially for August standards, when we sometimes will go the whole month without getting a north breeze. It looks like not only do we get a north breeze, it lasts for a couple of days, keeps those temperatures down. It's not a real strong front as far as the temperature change, but just shaving a few degrees off is going to make it feel a whole lot better. Overnight tonight, mid-upper 70s on the way. There is a chance for a few isolated showers coming up for tomorrow. It's a 10 to a 20% chance. And coming up for your Saturday, you got big plans for your weekend. Here's how it's shaping up. 76 degrees to kick off your morning. By 9 o'clock in the morning, 84. So you got things to do. You got to mow the lawn, do it early. That's for sure. 93 by noon and 99 for an afternoon high. Now, there won't be much of a heat index tomorrow. The air will be just a little bit drier, but it's still dangerously hot if you're outdoors for an extended period of time, especially during those peak heating hours. So light colored, loose fitting clothing, hydrate, get those electrolytes in. 100 in Stillwater, 102 in Ponca City, 102 in Enid, 103 in Hobart, 104 in Altus. And then highs on Sunday, we're talking triple digits. Again, 103 Alva. We've hit 100 one time earlier this week, and that's for the entire year, but only once have we hit 100 at Will Rogers. We look to do that again on Sunday, and then for several days. 101 Clinton, 105 Hobart, 105 in Altus, 106 in Lawton. Now, there's a chance of rain coming up Sunday afternoon and evening. It's about a 10% chance in northern Oklahoma. Here's your 9-day forecast. It's not just 100 degrees on Sunday. It's for several days into early next week. 102 on Tuesday. That is the beginning of August. We're talking temperatures getting cooler, though. See, not as hot. Look at that, low 90s.
I'll take that.
Doesn't it? It really will. You'll be able to feel the difference.
You will feel that for sure, absolutely.
And some days it's a little cooler, so I'm not being as aggressive with that.
Okay.